Hi, welcome to the today's game between the Orion Chargers and the Lena-Winslow Panthers. It should be an exciting game today. What do you think, Matt?
Brian.
Yeah,
it should be a good game here. One of the local newspapers picked Orion to win by 19, but I think it's going to be a much closer game than that.
I think the big thing about the game is the situation of you have a 9-0 Chargers against a very big and physical team in Lena-Winslow. I think also that from the standpoint of this, with the weather, nice weather and that, I think it should be an exciting game today, and I think it favors the Chargers with their speed and quickness. What do you think?
I agree. Looking at the program, looks like Lena-Winslow's got a little bit more size on the offensive and defensive line, but Orion's been quicker than every other team that they've played all year long, and I expect them to be quicker than Lena-Winslow tonight.
As far as the game goes, I think, what do you think as far as the offense goes? I think that both quarterbacks put the ball up and do a nice job of it. Andrew Lester's done a real good job for the Chargers this year, and what do you think about that game?
Yeah, I think in order for any team to be successful today, they're going to have to mix it up, put the ball in the air a little bit, maybe do a little trickery, and I think whoever executes the pass plays most is going to win the ball game.
Well, I think for Lena-Winslow, I think their big attack is number 33, Harding. He's gained close to 1,000 yards this year, and I think it's their big back as far as it goes there. But noticing in the past games, I think they've lost 3 games earlier in the year by a total of 6 points. So they haven't been out of really any game they've played, and I think it's a tribute to the quarterback. I think he does an excellent job of deceiving with the play action and putting the ball up. Looking at some films earlier this week of him, I noticed he's throwing it 50, 60 yards in the air and hitting his receivers. So I think he's also a big weapon for him.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Orion Charger Marching Band and number 32, Joey Garrity.
Hello, I'd like to welcome you guys to This is Orion Football on the Family Ties production, and welcome to Charger Field for today's game between the Orion Chargers and the Lena-Winslow Panthers. Orion has won the toss and they deferred to the second half, so Lena-Winslow will be kicking off.
Back deep for Orion, we got number 11.
And we're underway here. It's a squib kick. It's taken by Gainey. Nice surge. And we have first down on the 35-yard line.
Out to the Charger 30-yard line. Out to the 31-yard line where it will be first and 10.
Well, joining me today, Bob Min, will be my friend and co-speaker here, Brian Andre, and that. And Brian, what do you see for today?
I think hopefully Orion can mix it up here a little bit, throw on first down, and kind of loosen up the defense off the bat here and get the running game going after that.
Nice play broken off to the right side by Josh Galliard.
Number 55, Chris Reed. A pickup of 3.
A pickup of 3, yep.
Second and 7.
Okay, Orion's coming out here and that in their usual T formation. Kennedy breaks outside. I think we have a flag on the play.
Number 22, Lance Kennedy, the ball carrier. There's a penalty on the play.
Kennedy gets pushed out of bounds at the 50-yard line right at midfield, but there is a penalty. Looks like possible holding.
The preliminary signal is holding against the Chargers.
10-yard penalty will back them up 10 yards. It'll be second down and 17 coming up.
Here again,
the penalty will make it second and 16.
Looking at the films in that, number 56 for the Lena-Winslow Panthers seems to be the man to stop in that. He is down in the front 4 there for the Panthers in that, and he seems to be their leader on defense. Lester under there gives a snap, trap back.
Number 20, Josh Galliard, the ball carrier. Tackle on a play by number 22, Brandon Benters.
A good pickup on the after the penalty in that.
They carry out to the Charger 37-yard line. Will make it 3rd and 4.
That was Josh Galliard on the carry. We got 3rd down and 4 coming up here.
Brian, I think that's a good play in that. Everybody kind of anticipates a pass, knowing Lester can put the ball up, and I think he caught Lena-Winslow by a little bit of surprise there with that trap.
Yep. See if they run Kennedy to the outside on this play.
Good call. There it is. They seem to be ready for that one.
20, Josh Gallert, the ball carrier. Tackle on the play by number 62, Greg Kent.
As Gallert stacked up right in the middle there of the line.
He pick up on 1.
Gained about a half yard. It'll be 4th down and 3.
We'll make it 4th and 3 for the Chargers.
Talking to Coach Van Hoody earlier here in the week, and that he was talking about trying to establish a tack on the outside in C gap, which would be between tackle and in, and they seem to be ready for that one there. 81. Casey raced back the pass, or kick, excuse me. Nice kick. Lena-Winslow backing up, takes it about his 15-yard line.
There we go.
Number 29, Zach Walters on the return. Tackle on the play by number 55, Chad DeFoul.
Chad DeFoul on the tackle. Tackles the
penalty flag
Lena-Winslow
on the
ball
play.
carrier at their 22-yard line, but there is a penalty. Looks like Lena-Winslow is moving back. It looks like it's against them.
The call is a block in the back against the Panthers.
I'll tell you, Brian, one of the things I've been impressed with Orion all year is, and we'll get a chance to see it here now, is their defense. They're very fast, and they do a lot of stunning in that, but very quick defense in that. And I'm interested to see how Lena-Winslow's size is going to match up with Orion's quickness.
With the penalty, it will be a Panther ball, 1st and 10 from their own 13-yard
Good point. Orion had 3 shutouts throughout the year, and could possibly add a couple more, but they played some reserves towards the end of the game where they gave up a couple late touchdowns. Here they stack it up right up the middle, gain of about 1-2 yards. Looks like Chad Olin on the tackle.
Number 33, Joe Hardy, the ball carrier. Tackle on the play by number 55, Chad DeFoul. A pickup of 2 will make it 2nd and 8.
Right now, for us looking at that, I noticed that they have in the program here Tanner Fox as number 71, and he is number 40 out there at tackle for the Chargers. Couple of missed tackles there, which is uncharacteristic of the Chargers, Nat, but a nice run.
Number 22, Brandon Venters, but there's a penalty flag on the play.
Got another penalty here. Looks like a possible clip again. Pushing the back.
Offensive holding.
Against the Panthers.
Well, that kind of negates that big play by Lena-Winslow and puts them back in a deeper hole here. Let's see if the Chargers can get untracked here and get something going.
Yeah, those nice little screen pass they had there. Gained about almost 20 yards in the play, but they probably would have gained about 10 if they didn't have that holding call.
2nd and 9 from their own 14-yard line.
One kid is really big, isn't it?
Another big play coming up here. Probably look for another pass possibly.
Where? The Panther team.
Into the game for the Panthers, number 81, Cody Drake.
All right, Brian, here we go. They're in a T formation, in a bone formation.
All right, very good defense by Orion. Stacked them up right at the middle. Looks like no gain on the play.
If you'll notice there, I talked to Van Hoody about a little bit about what they was wanting to do on the offensive against the offensive line, such a big one like that, with their smaller defensive people, and they were talking about doing what you've seen there with the stack up, cutting it up at the line and creating piles so there's no lanes to run through, and that was an excellent job by the front 4 of the Chargers there.
Yes, it was. Single back now. Quarterback going back to pass.
The pass intended for number
Pass a little
1,
high, but he's got some zip on that ball. He's a pretty good quarterback.
4th and 8.
Yeah, looked like the ball was still a little bit high, but he got both hands on it. Looked like he had a chance to catch the ball.
Number 11, Matt Gainey.
Well, it's 6'4" for a quarterback. Lauer, he's got some height so you can see over the front people on that, and it makes some good passes here.
Yep.
Okay.
Number 11, Matt Haney on the return.
That's good concentration on Matt's part right there with the guy bearing down on him and that to concentrate, make that catch.
Lena-Winslow 39-yard line where it will be 1st and 10 for the Chargers.
Excellent field position coming up for Orion here. We got the ball starting on the 39-yard line of Lena-Winslow.
Well, the game is a game of field position and that, and they're doing an excellent job here.
Yep.
Number 20, Josh Geiert, the ball carrier. Tackle on the play by number 1, Brian Gopinski.
One thing I noticed this year, too, is Orion has never been losing in a game all year long. They've always jumped out with the early touchdown, and I think Monmouth, I believe, tied them one time at 7-7. But other than that, Orion's always had the lead. Let's see if we can get a touchdown here to keep that string going.
There's that trap
number
coming
20,
back.
Josh Geiert, the ball carrier. Tackle on the play by number 22, Brandon Venters.
They've had pretty good luck with that trap against the size of the Lena-Winslow on that and catching them off guard.
Yes, they have.
He pick up a 5 yards on the play. We'll make it 3rd and 3.
Well, Brian, with the success that Lester's had, I'm kind of surprised that they haven't done any play action yet and put the ball up.
Yeah, me too. I think they're kind of in 4-down territory here too, so looks like we got 4th down coming up here. Gain of about 2 on the play. Should bring up about
2 on the play.
About 4th and 1 coming up here.
We'll make it 4th and 1.
As the game wears on, it's going to be interesting to see how the pressure of the game and the excitement of the game and that and all the hype going, how these big boys are going to be able to hold up in that under continuously being on the field in that for 300-some pounds. Usually they seem to run out of steam towards the end of the game. So it's going to see how the Chargers attack them.
Yep. Doesn't quite look like he got it there.
Number 20, Josh Gallard.
Josh Gallard on the carry here, number 20. Looked like he, just from sitting here, looks like he might be a little bit short. They might have to measure.
We have timeout for an official's measurement.
Timeout for measurement here. It's going to be a close one. It doesn't seem like they've got it. I'd like to take this time to say this is Orion Football on the Family Ties production, and welcome to Charger Field. So far, Brian, it seems kind of like the both of them are trying to establish an inside and then take it outside one play, but inside game seems to be the name of the game right now.
Yeah, that's correct. I think they're both kind of feeling each other out to begin with here, and a little surprised Orion hasn't gone back to that outside play to Lance Kennedy. He gained about 15 yards earlier in the game, but he got called back on a penalty. I'd kind of like to see him try that again.
Well, that's a big play there. I want to see how the momentum shifts here with that big stop by Lena-Winslow.
Got a run right up the middle by number 33. Number 33 here picked up 2 yards on the carry.
Number 40.
Got 2nd down and 8 coming up.
Well, a 1,000-yard back there this year in Harding, and at the Chargers seem to be doing a good job of containing him.
Yeah, I think Orion's going to have to key on him.
Pick up a 1 on the
like
play.
Bob said, he scored 1,000 yards this year. On the other side of the ball, Orion's got 4 backs that rush for anywhere from 250 yards to about 600 yards. So they got
number 32, Jeremy Jordan, the ball carrier.
Big carry there by Jeremy Jordan. Picked up a 1st yard.
Where it will be first.
They're doing a nice job of sealing, Brian. That's probably the big key to getting outside in that is first you got to contain that end and that control him, and then you got to stop the flowing linebackers. And Lena-Winslow did an excellent job on that play.
Yes, they did.
All right, they're back in the bone. 2-back lead.
Stuffed up right at the middle there.
Number 22,
by number 51 and number 53.
Play by number 72, Michael Putnam. He pick up a 1 yard on the play. Will make it 2nd and 9.
It's like Michael Putnam and Andrew McVitie on the stop there.
Into the game for Lena-Winslow, number 88, Cody Schumacher.
Well, like I said a minute ago, Brian, I'm interested to see how as this game wears on, how do they do? Because I notice a lot of guys going both ways for Lena-Winslow, and I know that Orion does some platooning in that. So
yes, yeah, it'll be interesting to see if the size of Lena-Winslow wears out Orion, or if the speed of Orion can wear down Lena-Winslow.
22, Brandon Venters, the ball carrier. Tackle on the play by number 32, Joe Garrity. Number 20, Josh Guyard.
There's an
Tackle
excellent
for no
job.
gain.
Excellent job right there, sealing off the outside, forcing them back inside to the linebackers on the flow.
Number 2, Alex Venters.
Yeah, big third down and 9, a long 9 here for the Chargers. And let's see if they can hold on.
Kind of watch for a little screen pass there.
The pass complete.
Pass is completed at about
Alex Venters.
At about Orion's 40-yard line. Be a first down. No penalties this time.
Charger 39-yard line, where it will be 1st and 10 for the Panthers.
Well, Lauer threw a nice pass there. Hit a guy right on target. There was at least 2 Charger defenders around him. And that, I think, here again, I think a big key is going to be that I think Orion's going to have to get more pressure on the quarterback. He had plenty at 6'4", like we talked about earlier. He's got a good view of the field, giving him that much time. That can cause a lot of trouble.
Yes. Both quarterbacks out here are pretty good athletes. They're not only the quarterbacks, but they also do a lot of kicking and punting.
There are penalties on the play.
A full start on Lena-Winslow. That'll back him up 5 yards.
Lena-Winslow, where the penalty will make it 1st and 15 from the Charger 45-yard line.
You know, looking at that front line for Lena-Winslow, they have to average in the front somewhere around 250. I would have to imagine 260 with them 200-300 pounders.
They're pretty big up there.
Okay, Lena-Winslow with Hardy, their favorite runner. That's a trap of their own there coming back. They're trying the Orion's favorite move there, and it seemed to work pretty good.
The pickup of 4 will make it 2nd and 11.
Well, if you noticed also right now that Lena-Winslow's predominantly been throwing the ball to the right side, and I'm kind of interested to see if they come back to left here.
Roll out to the left here. Nice pass out in the flat out there.
To number 2, Alex Venters.
Looks like another first down for Lena-Winslow.
It seems right now, Brian, that the
bounds
Chargers are playing a little loose as far as
27-yard
defensive
line,
coverage goes.
first
And
and
I think
10.
they need to step up a little more aggressive. And remember, that ball is just as much theirs as it is the Panthers.
That's correct. Most of the teams they played against this year have been mostly running teams. So they haven't really faced a really decent quarterback like this too many times this year.
Well, they're on the march right now.
Number 22, Brandon Venters, the ball carrier. Tackle on the play by number 62, Dave Paget.
Quick pitch out to the left that time.
The pickup.
Chargers read that one all the way. Picked up about a half yard is all.
Tackle for no gain will make it 2nd and 10.
Well, they've been seeming to have good luck with the play-action passing, and like I have said earlier in the year, that this Lauer, he can put the ball up 50, 60 yards with no trouble. So this might be a good one to go for.
Yeah.
It's a screen out to the right.
There
is a flag on the play.
Brandon Venters, but there's a penalty on the play.
Penalty kind of in the area of clip. Clip or a hold, possibly. Holding it is.
Penalty is illegal block in the back against the Panthers.
I think one of the best weapons for the Chargers right now is they've been kind of plagued with a lot of penalties right now, and they're a little nervous.
Yes, there. I believe that's the 4th penalty on Lena-Winslow. This is another big one here. That'll move him back 15 yards.
Well, it's not from line of scrimmage on that. It's where it incurs. So in this situation, it was behind the line of scrimmage, so it backs them up even farther.
With the penalty, will make it 2nd and 26 from the Charger 43-yard line.
I haven't seen too many changes here in the Chargers defensive backfield. I would have to look out for some type of play-action pass.
Another flag here.
There's a penalty on the play.
False start against Lena-Winslow. Will back him up another 5 yards.
False start against Lena-Winslow. And with the penalty, we'll make it 2nd and 31.
That seems to me Lena-Winslow got a little case of the nerves going right now in that. They need to settle down and get back into the game here, but it's to the advantage of the Chargers right now. Brian, what do you think here? I would have to guess some type of pass and that overload pass to the wide side.
Play action fake pass maybe. Yep, right here. Looks like he's going deep. Intercepted. Intercepted by Joey Garrity.
He's intercepted by number 32, Joey Garrity.
An excellent read and break on the ball there. Joey's been a good outside linebacker for him all year in that, and he came through in big plays and did an excellent job there of stepping in front of the receiver.
Yep. Yeah, that one there didn't look like he had quite as much zip on the pass there. But that was a tough pass against the field there.
Well, watching tapes in that early in the year, I noticed that of them early in the year, they did like to throw back across the field. And I know Coach Van Hoody had commented on it.
Okay. Number 22, Lance Kennedy, the ball carrier.
Had a quick
tackle on the play by number 22, Brandon Benters, and number 1, Brian Gopinski.
Quick pitch outside to Lance Kennedy here.
Cut pick up of 5 on the play.
Cut it up inside.
2nd and 5.
Gained 5 yards on there. We got 2nd and 5 on the 39-yard line of Orion.
Oh, like I've talked about with you earlier, Brian, here, I'm still kind of surprised that they haven't opened up any type of aerial attack to keep them off of Kennedy in that. They have to have looked at the stats and seen he's the main man in the offense here.
I agree, and I know they haven't been putting it up quite as much since Garrett Hole got hurt in the 6th game of the year.
Josh Guyard,
the big 6'5" receiver, kind of like Randy Moss. You throw it up, he'll go up and get it. So they don't quite throw as much as they used to, but they still need to open up a little bit more. They still got big, tall receivers out there that they can utilize.
1 will make it 3rd and 4.
Well, they just ran that trap here again, and I think that Lena-Winslow is starting to get in the hang of it here. And that I think we've got to try something to open up a little bit because they're seeming to control the line of scrimmage right now.
Lester back to pass.
Oh, he throws to wide open Casey Ray's back.
Wide open as the whistle sounds at the end of the quarter. First down, Orion.
To number 81, Casey Raceback. And a pickup is down to
well, I'd like to say this is the Orion football on the Family Ties production.
That is the end of the first quarter with the score.
Well, Brian, here we go. That beginning of the second quarter, and the Chargers got some momentum going with that big pass. And, well, with the success that they had, I'm hoping that they can continue here with that and use a little more play action.
I agree. Oh. Ooh, Josh Galliard tripped up the line of scrimmage.
Josh Galliard, the ball carrier. Tackle on the play by number 55, Chris Reed.
Looked like a shoestring tackle there.
Yeah, Brian, I'd like to ask your comment on this. They seem to have seen something in their game films and that because they keep coming back to that trap with Galliard and that.
We'll make it 2nd and 10.
Yeah, I don't know if they're going to use use Galliard as much as they can in the first half and maybe use Kennedy's speed in the second half, maybe. Yeah, there's
a very good job by Lena-Winslow stringing that play out. We couldn't turn the corner and get upfield at all. They kept stringing it out to the sideline, which is that's what you want your defensive ends to do.
Play will make it 3rd and 11.
Lena-Winslow's defense showing some speed there. Lance Kennedy's the fastest guy in the Orion team here. Got pulled down for a yard loss on that play.
Well, it's 3rd and 11. Big play right here.
Got a penalty flag here.
I'd have to think it's some type of motion penalty.
Looks like that'll back up Orion 5 yards.
The penalty is against the Chargers. We'll make it 3rd and 16.
Both teams seem a little bit nervous for their first playoff game of the year.
Yeah, hopefully here in the second quarter, Orion will start to calm the nerves and get some points on the board here. Lester back to pass. It's like a little screen pass. Oh, overthrown. Overthrown. Kennedy hit one of the linemen in the back.
There's a penalty on the play.
Another penalty on the play here.
Well, that play there was set up. I think that they had an extra chance of getting some yards there, but here again, a lot of times when your nerves and adrenaline's pumping in that, you tend to throw a little bit farther and higher than you think you should in that. So Lester fell a bit.
Flag, and that will make it 4th and 16.
Like I said, Andrews had a very good year this whole season, and he came through in some awful big plays in that. We're going to have him settle down and make some good throws here down the road.
Casey Raisbeck.
Yep.
Raisbeck back to kick and that.
Very nice Orion bounce there. Dropped it right inside the 10-yard line, took kind of a sideways bounce there.
Well, the big thing about that with this kicks is a lot of times it creates problems because his punts go so far that he outkicks his bullets going down the field and that. But they chose to let it go, and it's to our advantage.
Let's see if Orion can get a big stop here and hold them deep in their own territory and either get a turnover or get a punt here.
Tackle for no gain will make it 2nd and 10.
Tanner Fox on the tackle there. Loss of about half a yard, be 2nd and 10.
Well, with 10 minutes left in the first half and that, I think that the Chargers are going to have to make a big stand here and that, get good field position. Some excellent tackling, not let him outside.
Jeremy Jordan, the ball carrier. Tackle on the play by number 22, Lance Kennedy. Tackle for no gain will make it 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10 coming up here. Probably see the ball put in the air here. See if Orion can get another interception here.
Right now they seem to be feeling each other out now where their best holes are and what plays seem to be working and not. So right now it's I would have to think play action pass.
Oh, we got it.
Tackle for safety by number 62.
Well, there you go. That's
David Patchett on the tackle. We got safety for Orion.
Big play by the Chargers there. The offense struggling a bit, getting on track, and that defense comes through with an excellent play.
For a second there, it looked like the referee signaled touchdown, and I thought for a second he fumbled it, but...
Yeah, it took me a second, too. I was waiting to see what it was. Usually they put their hands together, so I kind of thought maybe we had a fumble for a touchdown.
But we'll take the lead, 2 points. And Orion gets the ball back on the punt or kick.
Well, with 9:15 in the first half, and that's a big play. Hopefully that'll help the offense get fired up and loosen up a little bit now with some points on the board.
Yep. Now we got the lead. Hopefully the crowd can get back in it too, and we can come back down and score a touchdown here before halftime.
And with the safety, they'll be kicking off to us again, so we will be getting the ball right away again. Let's see what kind of plays they come up with now.
Number 11, Matt Gainey.
Looking at Lena-Winslow, though, like I talked to you earlier about there, they lost 3 games early in the year by a total of 6 points. So they've been basically in every game in that, and they've been beaten by 3 playoff teams in that. So they face some quality competition this year.
Yeah, they I'm sure are one of the better 5-4 teams in the state. They're looking pretty good here today. A little nervous to begin with, but both teams are.
And I have to wonder, too, looking at that with the 9-0 Chargers not being ranked and beating Aledo, who is ranked in 2A, and Macomb, who's ranked in 4A. That is a flag.
Yeah.
Once you signal a fair catch, you're not allowed to take off running, and so that will definitely be a play right now. It'll be a flag.
After the safety here, Lena-Winslow had the option to either kick off or punt, and they elected to punt. And as you can see there, Joey Garrity fair caught the ball. I think he thought the defense was a little bit closer to him than what they were. I haven't seen a penalty flag yet. There's a signal.
It was thrown over on this side, Brian, and that.
Okay.
And, like I said, once you signal fair catch, you're not allowed to advance the ball, and if you do, it is a penalty.
The penalty is an illegal fair catch against the Chargers, and with the penalty, it will be Charger ball 1st and 10 from their own 37-yard line.
Okay, as Lester brings them up to the line, let's see what they come up with on the first play here. with 9 minutes left in the first half. A lead play off tackle.
They haven't really utilized Rome carrying the ball yet tonight. They're using him more as a blocking back.
Joe Hardy.
Rome was the
yards on the play. We'll make it
third leading ball carrier in the team. Big kid, he's about 6'4". Using him mainly for blocking.
I'll tell you, I've been impressed with what Lena-Winslow has done up front with our front four on defense and also on the line on D.
Lester back to pass under some pressure by number 62 for Lena-Winslow.
Making it 3rd and 8.
Threw it out in the flat there to Josh Galliard, went incomplete.
Throughout the course of the year, Orion's put up some big numbers as far as offensive scoring, and that they seem to be held in check here this first half by a very physical Lena-Winslow team. Right now, I would have to suggest Coach Van Hoodie would probably be going back in at half and looking at what they can do as far as misdirection.
Yeah.
Lester
back to pass.
22, Lance Kennedy falls incomplete.
A little bit high off the fingertips of Lance Kennedy, almost intercepted on that play. Off the tip.
Deep to receive for Lena-Winslow.
Orion's
22.
Orion's going to have to punt here for 4th and 8 on the 39-yard line.
And a punt for the Chargers.
Well, I was kind of hoping after that safety net that momentum would have shifted a little bit here, and we could have caught Lena-Winslow a little bit down, but they've responded real well to it. The safety in that, and came back and held them.
See if Casey can get off another good kick here. Almost blocked, might have got a couple fingers on it.
Well, the ball seems to be rolling our way, whether it's stopping when it has to or getting a little extra roll on the punt.
Winslow, 28-yard line.
Another excellent punt by Casey and to get us out of a hole here.
1st and 10.
Lena-Winslow had some good pressure on the ball that time there. They had 3 guys almost blocking the ball there on that punt.
Well, I'm going to be kind of interested to see what this first series, what Lena-Winslow comes out with, considering that there's 8 minutes left in the first half, and Orion's pretty much shut down their running game.
Yeah, I think they might be a little leery to throw the ball too with interception last series.
Number 22, Brandon Venters, the ball carrier. Tackle on the play by number 72, Michael Putnam. The pickup of 2 on the play will make it 2nd and 8.
Michael Putnam on the tackle, picked up 2 yards there. 2nd down and 8 coming up.
Well, Brian, being involved in coaching for 26 years, I'm kind of looking at right now, a lot of times your best success is when the other team least expects it. 1st and 2nd down instead of 3rd down long and 4th down long, that type of thing. So I would think that maybe a little later on they may want to open it up a little bit.
Yeah. Did you say 26 years?
Yeah, 26 years.
I was 9 years old when you started coaching.
It's been a few years, let me tell you.
Play by number 20, Josh Galliard.
Well, that's good. Hope we have 26 more years in you.
We have right now a timeout, the measurement net. A good run there by Lena-Winslow. And I'd like to remind you at this time, while there's a short break, this is the Orion Football on Family Ties Production.
Here at beautiful tropical Charger Field.
I was kind of concerned with the weather. They were talking about at the time possible rain, but it's turned into a pretty nice day for football. I know if it was going to rain, I really thought that would have favored Lena-Winslow more with the size and that, and being able to get down in there and with any type of muddy conditions. But with this weather here, like I said, I was hoping with our speed and the ability to throw like we are, it would be to our advantage, but it hasn't seemed to come about at this time.
And that's correct. I was kind of thinking the same thing on the way over here. The sun was kind of out
nice
this morning.
Nice trap back, nice run.
Number 33, Joel Hardy, the ball carrier. Tackle on the play by number 20, Josh Galliard. A pickup of 12 yards out to the 50-yard line, where it will be 1st and 10 for the Panthers.
With 7 minutes left in the game, Hardy seems to be kind of stepping forward right now and helping to carry the Lena-Winslow on that. They've had a nice first down there.
Yeah, it looked like he broke a couple tackles there too. I could see why he's gained over 1,000 yards rushing there this year. He looks pretty tough.
Well, they bring him up to the line now. They go in a single back set. Oh, here again, he breaks free.
Oh, and broke another tackle. Touchdown saving tackle by number 62, David Paget.
Joe Hardy, the ball carrier, tackle on the play by number 62, Dave Paget. A pickup of 16 yards will make it Lena-Winslow 1st and 10 from the Charger 34-yard line.
Kind of looked like on that play he was going to be stopped for about a 1 or 2 yard gain, and then all of a sudden he just broke through a tackle and shot right up the middle.
Brian, with the trips and that out there, and they brought the motion, everybody kind of thinking pass, leaning towards pass, won the back set, and then he gave it to the back coming away from the motion in that, and I think he kind of caught the backside of the Chargers defense by surprise.
Yeah. And that was a defensive end that made that saving tackle there.
A fumble on the play recovered by the Panthers. A loss of 1 will make it 2nd and 11.
Would have been nice to pick up that turnover there, get a little bit momentum on our side here, because Lena-Winslow is driving the ball right now.
There's another area that the Chargers have really excelled on this year, and I don't know what the exact stats are, but I know that the Chargers are, as far as a plus column, by a long shot with turnovers this year compared to their opponents.
Yeah. Especially with interceptions. I know Gainey has 7 as a defensive back, and I think Kennedy, I believe, has 4. And on the other side of the ball, Andrew Lester, the Orion's quarterback, has only thrown 1 interception.
Well, here we are again with about just over 5.5 minutes left in the first half, and it's 3rd and 9. What do you think Lena-Winslow's got in their pocket?
I would think maybe a little screen pass again here. I think hopefully it might be a little area throwing downfield for another interception here. Dropping back, out in the flat, drops short of the first down.
Excellent tackle.
Number 22, Brandon Venters. Tackle on the play by number 20, Josh Galliard.
Josh, don't make that play. I can see a big gainer there.
Yeah. Big gain, maybe even possibly a touchdown.
Well, this is, they won't be punting here, so
no.
Wide side of the field on their right side, and that's the side the quarterback likes to go to.
Yeah.
Well, Lena-Winslow calls timeout to think about it.
Lena-Winslow.
As we talked about earlier, Lena-Winslow Panthers coming from the Northern Illinois Conference up there, which is another area of very good football. And I know we have talked about with the Dakotas and the Stocktons and then the Eastlands and that, all the playoff teams that these guys have faced this year. And they've done an excellent job. So this is no pushover by any means for the Chargers.
Yes. And I know talking to the coaching staff earlier, too, they weren't going to be looking past this game. They were very concerned about winning this game here. And they get a lot of respect for Lena-Winslow.
Well, what I've seen so far in the first half, I have to say right now that Andrew's a little bit nervous at quarterback and that I haven't seen him throw so many high balls. He's usually been pretty much right on the mark and that, but I think the adrenaline may be flowing a little bit, and hopefully he can settle down and make some passes here.
Yes. Normally Orion's on offense, they're a big play type of team too, but they've been both teams have been kind of shut down here today. Just kind of feeling each other out still to begin with here late in the second quarter.
Well, here we go, Brian. 4th down. It's going to kind of set the tone right now, and that with 4:40 left in the first half. 4th and about 4 or 5.
Watch the hard count here.
Halfback pass.
Halfback pass.
The pass complete to number 22.
I was just going to say, before the timeout, usually when they have a 4th down like that and they call a timeout, usually they come back with a little trickery.
Well, like I said, it's coming from a coach's standpoint. There was a real tackle mistake there as far as the rushers from the Chargers. What you teach them people is you never leave your feet approaching a quarterback, because once you get in the air, unless you can walk on air, you aren't going to stop him if he jukes you. In the situation there, the halfback fake pump and they leave his feet, and he moves around him and makes a nice pass.
Yep.
That's it.
Number 33, Joe Hardy. Tackle on the play by number 51, Chad Olin.
Chad only made a nice play there. Let him gain only 2 yards. Looked like he had a lot more room to run if he didn't make that tackle.
2 yards.
Looking at stats in that,
second and 8.
Chad's been one of the mainstays from linebacker position all year, and I think he is the leading tackler as so far in the season.
Yes, he is. I think last I heard he had 80-some tackles, I believe.
I'm impressed with this Hardy running and that. He cut and slashed and does a lot of spinning.
There he is again up the middle.
Number 33, Joe Hardy, the ball carrier.
Yeah, he doesn't run over many people. He just kind of runs around them there, it looks like. Kind of jukes them. And
a carry to the 3-yard line where it will be first and goal for Lena-Winslow.
Well, I don't think with 3:30 the time's going to be a factor here. I think the Chargers are going to have to do a good job of shoring up their line right now.
yes.
Like you said, I'm impressed with him. He doesn't want to run over many people, but he's got very good vision as far as looking for the open spot and making the cut to it.
And he's only 5'7", so he's low to the ground.
We have a timeout taken by Lena-Winslow.
Another timeout here coming up for Lena-Winslow. Watch out for another trick pass play possibly coming up here.
But at this point in time, looking at why take a chance of making a mistake in a critical first down on the 3-yard line, and that this is going to be big as far as going into halftime as far as momentum goes.
Yeah, so Orion needs a big stop here to keep the momentum on their side here. Like I said earlier, I don't believe they've ever been trailing at all this year. And they definitely don't want to do it today.
What do you think as far as Coach Hutton out there talking to him right now? What do you think he's saying to him?
I don't think I can repeat that over the air here.
I would have to think that right now I would be doing what we talked about earlier. I'd be cutting at the lines to give them no gaps to run through.
Yeah.
They look like they've gone a little bit away from that, and it's hurt them.
Yeah. I think Hutton was probably telling him maybe key on number 33 right there with the ball. Just went in for a touchdown.
Number 33, Joe Hardy.
Looking at that score, I looked like the front guys did cut, but once you cut and the bodies are there and they make that leap, your linebackers have got to come up over the top and key the back coming and then meet him, up over the pile when he makes that dive.
That's a good point. They're going to go for 2 here, or are they kicking the extra point?
Looks like they're going for the 2. Right now, the Chargers got to rebound and hold this one. This is huge.
Yep. Oh, we made that look easy.
Goes in standing up.
Number 32, Jeremy Jordan, in for the 2-point conversion. And with 3:08 left in the second period.
Oh, Brian, that's what happens a lot of times, and teams take advantage of it. You have a score right away, and so the defensive heads go down, and they don't seem to realize the importance of that 2 points there. You get that one, and we score, we automatically take the lead back. Now we've got to score and get the extra point to get the lead.
Yep, good point. 3 minutes, 8 seconds left. Still plenty of time for Orion to get the ball back here and go down and score.
Well, being a defensive coordinator like I have for the years, and that one of the big things here about that is the mental attitude of the kids. You have to push that behind you. You can't change that score, but you don't want to compound your problems by giving them an easy extra point or like that there. They've got to rebound from that.
Yep.
Deep to receive for the Chargers, number 32, Joey Garrity, number 22, Lance Kennedy, and number 11, Matt Gainey. Set to kick off for Lena-Winslow, number 9, Skylar Temple.
Well, the big thing right now, Brian, I think that with all the weapons that Charger have, this is not by any means puts them out of the game in that. Maybe it'll wake them up a little bit and get their offense going.
I agree. It'll be interesting to see how they can play down by a touchdown here where they've haven't done that at all this year.
Well, I know that Andrew Lester, the quarterback, also has an excellent leg for field goal, and I'd like to see at least get a score in that going into half with a little momentum.
Yeah.
Number 22, Lance Kennedy on the return.
Lance Kennedy on the return brings the ball back up to Orion's 32-yard line.
Well, with 3 minutes left in the first half, let's see if who opens it up a little bit.
He returned it out to the 32-yard line where it will be first and 10 for the Chargers.
And use some of that trickery I know he has in his bag of tricks.
Yeah.
All right, they're going to one back set. They're in trips.
There he is. There's Kennedy.
It's Kennedy on the thing.
Go, Lance. Go, Lance. Go, Lance.
Andrew Lester's pass complete to number 22.
Well, that's a good start.
Yeah. It was a nice pass there to Lance Kennedy, and Lance Kennedy used his speed to get outside and did a nice job of getting out of bounds to stop the clock.
44-yard line.
Nice cross-field run there by Kennedy, and he got unleashed. Get him out in that secondary and let him go a little bit and use his speed.
One thing Orion has going for him here is they have all their timeouts left, where Lena-Winslow used 2 of theirs earlier in the ball game.
Another job of eluding the tackler, ducking under him and that.
22, Lance Kennedy.
Still with 2:38, there's plenty of time.
35-yard line where it will be 2nd and 1.
Gain of 9 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 1. Kind of leaves a lot of options open here for 2nd down and 1.
They seem to be sticking to that one-back set right now, and they got twins out on the left.
There's Josh
Wide open, Galliard.
Number 20, Josh Galliard.
Nice draw.
Josh Galliard, nice carry there.
Back draw there, spread everybody out.
Down to the 12-yard line.
The offensive line did a very good job there of blowing open the hole. I could have drove my truck through that one there. Orion's got 2 guys split out to the left and 1 split out to the right.
They're going to that one-back set again. Well, it worked the first time. They're going right back to it. Another
number
fullback
20,
draw.
Josh Galliard, the ball carrier. Tackle on the play by number 10, Jeff Greer.
Pickup of about 3 yards.
2 yards on the play. We'll make it 2nd and 8.
2nd down, 8 on the 10-yard line. Quick pitch out to Kennedy on the left. Oh, fumble. Oh, late hit there. I don't see a penalty, though.
A fumble on the play recovered by the Chargers.
Looked like Lance took a pretty good pop there. The ball just popped right out of his arms, and Orion got lucky to fall right back on it.
That could have been disastrous.
A loss of 1 on the play will make it 3rd and 9.
Okay, Orion calls their timeout.
Timeout is taken by the Chargers.
Well, like we talked about earlier here, again, this is a good move shifter right here with the Chargers gaining a little bit of momentum, moving it down the field. They got 2 timeouts here, so they can use it. The question is, with a little bit of a wind and not much in their face, will they go for the, if they don't make the first down here, will they go for it on 4th down, or will they go for the kick?
I would think they'd probably go for it here. They're on the 10-yard line. I think it's 2-down territory here.
Yeah.
You don't want to be down 8-5 going into halftime. I think you'd rather be up 9-8 if they could.
We'll see. I noticed that Coach Hutton's out there pointing fingers at some guys and talking to them and that. Or excuse me, not Coach Hutton, Coach Van Hoody. They all seem to be shaking their head. They seem to have everything together here.
Yeah.
Coach Van Hoody's done an excellent job this year, Brian, with this most of the team back from last year, getting back into the playoffs from last year and that. They believe this year. I think that's one of the biggest things in that, and they've worked real hard in the offseason to get to this point.
Yeah. And I believe this is Orion's first time ever back-to-back playoff appearances. So Jason's done a heck of a job here recently.
Dell. Lester back to throw.
Pass. Going back.
Screen back to the other side.
Pass is caught. Aaron Rome. Out of bounds.
I think he's going to be a little short.
Number 83, Aaron Rome.
Nice play call there. I think that's the first time Aaron Rome's touched the ball tonight.
He's been a big play back for him. He moved from the tight end to the backfield when we had people hurt through the course of the year. When Kaufman was out for a while, then Galliard was out for a while. He stepped in and did an excellent job as far as stepping into the backfield.
A timeout is taken by the Chargers.
Originally they signaled timeout, but I'm not sure if they're calling one or not. I know he stepped out of bounds to stop the clock, but it doesn't look like the coach is coming out.
Well, it looks like a 4th and a short 2 there, or long 2, with 1:06 left. We call it gut check time.
Yeah. Think they'll try to draw them off sides here, or you think they'll try to run a play?
A little sharp count might work because everybody's been kind of anxious in that getting off that ball. So that might not be a bad call. A little quick count there, or excuse me, a sharp count, and try to draw them off sides. I've been kind of surprised. Like I said, I had watched the tape earlier this week with Coach Parker, and 56 was all over the place for him, and I haven't seen him in too much of the action today.
Yeah.
So the Chargers must be doing a pretty good job with him.
Orion's spreading the field here, throwing the ball up. Lester, caught for a touchdown.
Excellent catch.
Nice catch by Lance
throw.
Kennedy in the corner of the end zone. That's a play that Lester usually used to throw to Garrett Hull. You know, Garrett Hull 6'5", just throw it up, let him go get it. Lance Kennedy ain't near that tall, but he's got lots of hops on his feet, and he went up and got that one.
Well, two Panthers were there with him, and a nicely thrown ball just over their outstretched arms.
Very nice touch.
A good catch by Lance. Now to gain the lead here. No good.
The extra point is
no good.
And with one,
Looks like he shanked that a little bit to the left
and
there.
with 1 minute to go, it is Orion 8, Lena-Winslow 8.
Well, I would have to think now that Coach Hutton would be thinking a little bit here with only 1 minute left, and that the ball's going to be up in the air, or they're going to have some type of trickery.
Yep.
I always talk to the defense about it when talking to my guys on D and that a little bit about you have to watch for all the little pulling the things out of the bag now with the reverses, the halfback passes, or the hook and ladder, any type of draws even. What kind of trickery does that team have? And with 1 minute left, they've got to move some distance. I would have to think that Lena-Winslow coach would be trying to pull them out of the bag now.
Yep.
Get a little momentum back. I think they kind of lost it with that drive.
Deep to receive for Lena-Winslow.
That's correct. And see if Orion can use their defense to try to get another interception.
Brandon Venters set to kick off for the Chargers, number 40, Tanner Fox.
Tanner's a sophomore here, and he's taken the job over and hadn't done an excellent job of kicking here. An excellent kick.
Oh!
He bobbles it, picks it up. Sometimes that's an extra incentive for the offense to get down there, and they overplay it, but the Chargers did a good job of sealing the outside.
On the play by number 51, Chad Olin.
Looks like when he bent over to pick up that ball, his knee was almost on the ground.
Yeah.
Return out to the 21-yard line, where it will be 1st and 10.
Well, Brian, here we go. 55 seconds left. I would have to, if I was defense coordinator and that, I don't know what Coach Hutton's got in mind here, but I would be talking about loosening up the DBs and have my linebackers play a little bit loose.
Yeah.
Front four looking for run. The rest are looking for some type of play.
Run right up the middle.
Number 33, Jeremy Jordan, the ball carrier. Tackle on the play by number 23, Matt Kaufman.
Looks like they might just be content to run the clock out here.
I was going to say either that, or if I was, as far as the Charger goes, I don't care if they do that all day right now with only 35 seconds left, and that they got a long way to go to be doing that.
Yep.
But like you said, they may be just wanting to go in at half tied up, and let's talk about it. I tell you, I have to give Lena-Winslow their runners credit, because I'll tell you what, they both 22 and 33 have been hard runners.
Yes, they have.
To the 36-yard line, where it will be 1st and 10 for the Panthers.
You add to that, they run hard. They do some spinning and cutting after 32 and 33. You add to that the size of their line. You can't see them coming through. That's some of the problems you have as far as defensive people, because they hide behind those big guys, and all of a sudden they pop out somewhere, and you miss them.
First half, with the score, Orion 8.
Well, I'd have to think, Brian, at this point in time that the Chargers got to feel pretty good with that last drive, and they got a little momentum going in that. What do you think for the second half?
Yeah, I think this is going to be a lot lower scoring ball game than people kind of expected to begin with. I think Orion averages 34 points a ball game, and I don't think anybody's going to score over 20 points the way it's looking so far in this ball game.
Well, I'm hoping the second half they'll loosen up a little bit and get back a little bit more to the deception and an aerial attack and that again. I'm hoping that the Chargers can come out and loosen up now that they've had the half, and I'm sure Coach Van Hoody and Coach Hudden and Park and them will be doing a good job of getting them settled down, and let's get their heads in the game.
Yep. Welcome back to Charger Field. This is Orion Football on Family Ties Production. I'm Brian Andre with Bob Mitten here.
Well, Brian, what do you think the second half here? I know that Lena-Winslow will be receiving to start the second half here. And now what should we be looking for?
The Panthers of Lena-Winslow will receive the kickoff to start the second half.
I kind of
to receive for Lena-Winslow.
If you're Lena-Winslow, you're gonna. I would think you'd have to try to open it up a little bit more. They've been running the ball pretty decently the last couple drives here, but if you're Lena-Winslow, I think you need to throw a couple more passes in there, kind of loosen up Orion's defense. And Orion, on the other hand, when they're on offense, they need to open it up a little bit more passing too, and I think get Aaron Rome a little bit more carries. He's only touched the ball, I believe, one time in the first half.
Well, we're underway. A little squib kick and that to the left side. They let it roll out for the penalty here. I've always believed in coaching that the second half, that first series kind of sets the tone for the second half, and then I think this is a big series for the Chargers. They've got to hold this one and make things happen in that to get the spark going again.
Yep, I agree.
Well,
looks like
it don't look like they're going to re-kick it, so I think they're going to take the penalty and start.
10 from their own 35-yard line.
First and 10 at 35-yard line. Lena-Winslow is coming up to the line.
I think another thing needs to be looked at is, like I said earlier, Lena-Winslow has about a little over half their team playing both ways. So let's see if the wear and tear starts to show on them. Where I know the Chargers, I think, only have 2 people going both ways in that. So it's going to be interesting to see if it shows as the game wears on.
Good point. I think whoever scores first the second half could set the tone for the whole rest of the ball game here. A low-scoring game like this.
Nice job.
Number 33, Joe Hardy, the ball carrier.
Well, you could hear that pop all the way up here.
Aaron Rome.
Number 40, Tanner Fox.
Aaron Rome came off the end out there. Did an excellent job of coming down and helping Tanner make that stop and that for no gain in that. An excellent play.
Into the game for the Panthers, number 81, Cody Drake.
Big play coming up here. I would think it's probably a passing down here, 3rd and 7.
David Paget, 62, and Aaron Rome on the other side at the outside as far as defensive end, have done an excellent job all year of keeping things inside.
Yep. Pass out in the flat.
The pass complete.
It's going to be close to a first down.
32.
Looks like it might be a little short. 4th and 3 coming up here.
They pick up out to the 42-yard line.
Luckily for Orion, that was a low pass where the receiver had to go down low to get it, and he fell down to the ground, and once his knee touched the ground, he's dead ball.
Here again, they do a little bit of an overload. They run the cornerback off. You got a stunt from this side, and they leave that guy open out in the flats.
Aaron Rome with good penetration, couldn't quite get there.
Oh, unfortunately, it takes a Panther roll here, and that after the hit, it rolled about 20 yards.
Yep. Should be down around the 10-yard line, it looks like.
The Charger 9-yard line, where it will be 1st and 10 for the Chargers.
Well, as I said at the start of this half here, this is going to be a critical drive here. Orion's got to get off and get started here to get them out of a hole.
Yep. Be nice to see Orion drive 91 yards here for a touchdown and get the momentum back on their side here.
Yes, it would.
Josh Galliard on the carry. Nice hard run.
The ball carrier. Tackle on the play by number 1, Brian Gopinski.
Now that was a play that Coach Van Hoody was talking to me about at the middle of the week here.
We'll make it 2nd and 3.
Blocking the end out. with the pulling person and taking their end down and trapping the tackle and helping seal the linebacker, and it worked to perfection there.
Yep. Josh again on the carry. Another nice hard run.
Number 20, Josh Guyert, the ball carrier. Tackle on the play by number 1, Brian Gopinski, and number 23, Larry Seifel.
Josh is a good hard runner. He'd rather knock you over than run around you.
9 yards on the play will make it 1st and 10 for the Chargers from their own 25-yard line.
They bring in, I see now that Bo is usually a defensive specialist here. The sophomore, number 40, I think they're going to bring him in for a little block and support here.
Okay.
At 235, he adds a little extra beef.
Kennedy split out to the right. Galliard again off the left side
Number
there.
20, Josh Guyert, the ball carrier.
Not quite as much running room there. Only gained about 2 yards there.
I'll tell you what, the Hogs are trying to regain the trenches there, and they're doing a pretty good job now.
Yep. Lester back to pass. Oh, the ball's tipped and intercepted by number 23. Then he fumbles it. And I believe Lena-Winslow has it back, I believe.
The interception by number 23, Larry Seifel.
Little melee there going on that tipped pass, interception, and he fumbles it. And
play recovered by Lena-Winslow.
Lena-Winslow recovers it in good field position.
Looks like they're at Orion's 31-yard line.
Well, this is going to be here again now.
And on a
backed against the wall here, they're going to have to come up with some big play.
1st and 10.
As I talked to you about in the first half, though, the Chargers have done a good job of coming up with those big plays all year long, though, especially in the turnover area.
Yep. Yeah, they're going to have to suck it up here on defense. They're in 4-down territory here. They got a fumble. Fumble, and I think Lena-Winslow recovered.
Recovered by number 6, Josh Lauer.
Looks like a little miscommunication in the backfield there between the quarterback and running back there.
On the play. We'll make it 2nd and 12.
Well, there's a scramble. We've had a couple opportunities to get that ball back here.
Yep.
Right now, let's see if the Chargers come up with a big play here.
Yep. Quick pitch, the deep back. Looks like I pick up about 5 there.
Jeremy Jordan, the ball carrier. Tackle by
Aaron Rome did a good job on the outside over there, Coach. He kept stringing it out, as like I said earlier, as a defensive end. That's what your job should be. Don't get your outside shoulder hooked in. Just keep stringing along with him. He did an excellent job.
$359 in the 50-50 drawing.
Well, you think they'll run the ball here or pass? I think they might run. They're in 4-down territory here.
If I was the Chargers, I'd have to be looking at number 33.
Oh. Little movement here.
There are penalties on the play.
Oh.
Offsides against the Chargers.
I didn't see that.
Get your 50-50 ticket out. The winning number.
There's a big penalty there by Orion.
$359.
Makes it now 3rd and 2 instead of 3rd and 7.
59049. Once again for $359. 659-049. Please come to the Crow's Nest if you have that number.
That penalty here could come back to bite them. We need to have a big defensive stand here, but this 2-down area.
Yep. Quick little dive up the middle.
Number 32, Jeremy Jordan.
Looks like it's good enough for a 1st down.
The carry is good enough for the 1st down. And it'll be Lena-Winslow 1st and 10 from the 21-yard line.
Well, Andrew McVitie and the rest of the front line are going to have to step up here and make some plays. Here again, there's a nice job.
Nice play up the middle there. Gain of about, looks like 2 yards.
Well, middle linebacker Owen
pickup of 2 yards
is in on that one, along with Galliard. Both middle linebackers in on that. and that's what you want to see. The front people, you want them to hold up those big front people to keep them off the linebackers and let your linebackers flow and make tackles. And there, both linebackers were in on the play and did an excellent job.
Yeah.
A quick pitch to the outside.
Looked like he stepped out of bounds here. Short gain on the play.
Number 32.
Well, Putnam got through
Jordan,
untouched
the ball
there,
carrier.
but I think the speed got him away from it there a little bit. And otherwise,
Forced
Putnam made
out
an
of
excellent job
bounds
of coming in untouched. And that I thought he had a
18-yard
chance
line.
of sacking him for a loss,
Yeah.
which might have been a big
We'll
play.
make it 3rd
Yeah.
and 7.
But here again, the speed of the
Fabry
backs of
won the
Lena-Winslow have
50-50,
surprised
and he
me.
donated
I didn't think they were
back
that
to the
fast
Booster
watching them on the films, but they've got some speed.
Yeah, they do. Go with a
3rd and
single
7.
back here now.
Quick pitch to the
to the left.
outside. See, they seal the people down the side.
Nice gain on the play, but they're going to be
Number
short of a first
33,
down.
Joel Hardy, the ball carrier.
Andrew McVitie on the
Play
tackle.
by number 53, Andrew McVitie.
Huge play coming up right here. It's
He
4th
picked up
down and
down
1.
to the 13-yard line, where it will be 4th and 2.
Going to come down to who wants it more right here.
Well, like I said earlier, this is one of those gut check times, and that I would have to think the wide side of the field would be open.
Ooh. Looks like we might have a face mask there.
There are penalty flags on the play.
They had him stop, look like right at the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden he broke loose and gained a few yards before that face mask penalty came in.
The penalty is a face mask against the Chargers.
The backs have been running very hard for Lena-Winslow all day. And here's a situation where we hit him in the backfield and don't
And
make
with the
play.
penalty, it will be 1st and goal, Lena-Winslow from the Charger 4-yard line.
Need to wrap them legs and hold them right there at the line of scrimmage. 1st and goal for Lena-Winslow at the 4-yard line. Watch the quick dive up the middle here. Just short of the goal line, it looks like.
What's happening right now is we're standing up and they're getting off the ball. If you look at where our linemen
Number
are,
33,
we're being
Joe
drove back.
Hardy, the ball carrier.
You can't have that in a goal
He
line
pick
stance.
up 2
They've gotta be
yards. Will
going
make it
low
2nd
going
and
forward.
goal from the 2.
Right now, the worst thing you have to do is your defensive line stand up and give them a couple yards, because that's all they need.
Yeah.
Number 32, Jeremy.
Didn't really
Jordan,
get
in
contested
for the
much there, it
touchdown.
looked like.
And with 4:30 to go in the 3rd period, Lena-Winslow
I would have to think
14,
that
Orion
they
8.
went for it instead of kicking. I would have to think
Yeah.
they would here also, Brian. But
Yeah.
I think this is critical that the Chargers make a stop here.
Yeah, Orion looks a little tired right now. If I was Jason, I might call a timeout right here, let him regroup. This could be a huge 2-point conversion attempt right here. He stopped short. Nice play.
Number 32, Jeremy Jordan, striper 2, is unsuccessful. And leaves the score with 4:30 to go. Lena-Winslow 14, Orion 8.
There you go. Go, go,
That's
go.
a play run by free.
Nice catch by Aaron
The
Rome.
pass complete to number 83, Aaron Rome.
I'll tell you what, it wasn't for the
He picked
speed
up
of Lena-Winslow. There was a touchdown. That was an excellent job of Aaron Rome going up for the ball.
27 yards on the play.
Aaron's a big kid. It looked like he got sandwiched there and just kind of knocked the defenders down and kept going.
You got to give credit to the offensive line, though. They did an excellent job of sitting down in there and holding those guys off to give Lester time to throw. So, here again, a credit to them for
Making it
that
first and goal
completion.
from the 10-yard line.
Well, new set of downs. It's 1st and goal. Let's see if we can get her in there. Yeah, thanks.
Josh was the hard run
Number
around the right
20,
side.
Josh Geyer, the ball carrier. Tack on the play by number 1, Brian Gopinski, and number 62, Greg Kent.
Here's
Pick
a-
up down to the 4-yard line. We'll make it 2nd and goal.
Here's a coach. You always like to tell your guys, if you're going to get that little extra effort, right here's the time in that, especially when you're on the 4-yard line, 2nd down, and the game, the time's running out in this game. You got to make it happen. So you're asking for those guys to step up and do that little extra.
Yep. This is all them 2-a-day conditioning workouts we're all paying off for right here. See if they can punch it in. Like Josh Gallard on the carry again.
The ball carrier. A pickup to the 2-yard line will make it 3rd and goal.
Well, they're going to use the clock timeout here and that. We're going to be at the end of the
that is the end of the third quarter.
So
score, Lena-Winslow 14, Orion 8.
Once again, this is we're at Charger Field here. Brian Andre and Bob Mitten. This is Orion Football and Family Ties production. Orion's moving down here with all their fans on this end of the field, so hopefully that'll pump them up a little bit to punch this in for a touchdown.
well, we need the score to tie and the kick to gain the lead here. And like I said earlier, Andrew Lester not only does quarterbacking duties and that, but he's also got an extra long leg here. It seems like he's done a good job of kicking field goals and extra points all year. So I would hope that we can punch this one in and use his leg to take the lead.
I sure hope so. I'd like to think this is Orion's lucky side of the field right here. I see Orion kind of running out there to the ball here. They got a little bit more pep in their step here now, so hopefully they can fire off the ball here and punch this in.
Well, I was looking at David Myers and Ben Humphreys over there and Michael Putnam doing the chores up front and doing an excellent job this year, and especially right now, this is going to count on them pretty big to open that hole to get him in.
Get out there. Joey Garrity,
big play.
For the touchdown.
Joey Garrity in for the touchdown, number 32. I believe that's the first time he's ran the ball tonight.
Excuse me, number 32.
Joey's done a real good job running the ball this year. He hasn't ran it a whole lot. He's been hurt the last 2 years. He would have been Orion's number 1 running back coming into the season, but he's a stud wrestler and kind of wants to save himself just for the defense side of the ball and occasionally run on the ball. He's did a good job right there.
I'll tell you what, Coach Van Hoody made a good call there, because if you watch what happened there, that Lena-Winslow was stacking that line and they did a bunch of cutting up there. They faked inside and let him come on outside with it and caught him. That's a good job. Yep. This is for the lead.
Lester's kick is up and it's good.
Point after by Andrew Lester is successful, and with 11:54
that was a huge kick right there.
to go in the fourth quarter. Orion 15, Lena-Winslow 14.
You know, a lot of times people take that kick for granted, and nothing's for sure here. Like the first time he scored, he missed in that. You know, with the wind or somebody sliding through or a bad snap or the holder can't get it down quite right or the kicker takes his eye off it. There's so many things goes wrong. That was huge.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it didn't look like the line blocked a little bit better on that extra point attempt there. The first one they had, the first one that he missed to the left there after the first touchdown, looked like he had some pressure there, had to maybe rush the kick a little bit.
Deep to receive for Lena-Winslow, number 22, Brandon Benters, and number 29, Zach Walters. Set the kickoff for the Chargers, number 9, Andrew Lester.
Looks like Lester is going to be doing the kickoff here. Earlier in the game, they had Bo Fox doing the kickoffs, but Lester must be feeling it today now.
Well, there's plenty of time left for something to happen here. A nice kick. Fielded cleanly.
No, got a reverse there. Reverse. Oh, nice play. Nice play.
First one missed him, but the second one was there to clean up. So
number 23.
Good job of coverage. Good job of staying home.
23, Matt Kaufman on the tackle. 96, Brandon Comer almost made the tackle. Did a good job of staying home there also.
Well,
and it will be first
just return a fair play. They didn't bite on our reverse, and we didn't bite on theirs. So here we go. We got them back in a hole now on about their 16-yard line. Let's see if we can make something happen here defensively again.
Yeah, I think both teams are going to start throwing out all the tricks they got in their books now. Fourth quarter is do or die now. Number 32, Jeremy Jordan on the carry.
carrier.
Pick up about 3 yards.
A pickup of 4 on the play will make it 2nd and 6.
Well, this is where the defense is going to have to step up and make a stand right now. You don't want them to get some type of momentum and get a couple first downs. And if we can hold them here and make them kick, we should be able to get some pretty good field position.
Exactly. Quick pitch to number 32. All right. Nice play.
That's a good job.
Number 32, Jeremy Jordan, the ball carrier. Tackle on the play by number 83, Aaron Rome.
Nice play by Aaron Rome there, and good play also by Joey DeGarrity. Kind of slowed him up a little bit.
They've had success by, like I talked to you earlier about, by sealing the ends in and flowing outside. Here again, Rome did a good job of stringing it out, and then Joey Garrity coming from his linebacker position made him go a little bit deeper, which delayed him getting to the line of scrimmage and helped everybody come in on the play.
Yeah.
It's a good job of the Chargers.
Back to pass here, a little roll out under pressure. Throw it up. Oh. Dangerous throw there by number 6. Josh Lauer kind of threw a wounded duck up in the air there, and Orion had a defender there, and Lena-Winslow also had a receiver there, kind of threw it up and went incomplete.
I'll tell you what, you've seen some speed there from number 6'2", the defensive end, and then Paget coming across the line. He came from the right side all the way across after him, so you can see the kind of the speed that he has.
Yeah.
And did an excellent job of pressuring him. Lena-Winslow has to feel lucky that they didn't get that one intercepted.
Yeah.
Brian.
That could have been a huge play if Orion intercepted that and ran it back, or even good pressure there by number 60, David Meyer.
A good downfield tackle by Hardy.
Number 11, Matt Gainey. It will be Charger ball, 1st and 10 from their own 45-yard line.
Brian, I was kind of hoping for a little bit more of a better field position there, but they did a good job of getting downfield and stopping us.
Just a
any type of
reminder,
return.
if you are not a member of the football team,
Looked like they're going to try another reverse there, but Lena-Winslow did a good job fielding the punt and didn't really have time to set up the reverse there.
Dell.
Someone already claimed it.
41 to 10.
Number 20, Josh Galliard, the ball carrier. Tackle on the play by number 1, Brian Gopinski.
Not much room to run there. Looks like Josh got about 2
On
yards.
the play will make it 2nd and 9.
At this point in time, you look up
We
at
have
that
a
clock,
final score.
10 minutes, it just isn't running fast enough.
43, Alito 32.
Wow. Second down and 8 coming up here. Big play for Orion.
Right now, I see a whole lot of white in there and a whole lot of red over on the other side over there. The Chargers have got to do a better job of blocking at the point of attack.
Carrier.
Yeah.
The 1 point lead, you can't afford any type of breathers out there.
3rd and 10.
As I had said at the start of the game, number 56 has been kind of their catalyst on defense all year long, and he's starting to get through there and make things happen for him. Delay of game.
That'll move them back 5 yards. We got 3rd and 15 coming up now.
And with the penalty, we'll make it 3rd and 15.
Taking a lot of time like that, it kind of makes you think that they're probably running maybe either a trick play or a play that they haven't practiced a whole lot that maybe they weren't quite sure of to take that much time in the huddle.
Well, we go to the one back set again. We got them split out, so they throw it up. It's a good try.
The pass intended for number 81.
Casey
Raceback falls incomplete.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't lack of effort there.
And 15.
Good effort there by Casey. Showed some good hustle, and he's a big, tall kid too. He's about 6'3", 6'4", and Lester just kind of threw it up for him to go get. He just under a little bit of pressure and didn't have as much time as he wanted to. Casey Razorback back to punt now.
We need one of those big kicks out of Casey here. Oh, high snap.
High snap, and Casey Razorback's punt is blocked.
Is blocked and rolls out of bounds at the Orion 24-yard line, where it will be 1st and 10 for the Panthers.
I'll tell you, Brian, that's one area people seem to overlook a lot. They don't understand there's 3 aspects of this game: offense, defense, and special teams. And that's one area that sometimes gets overlooked a lot. But that's a situation where one play can sure make a difference in the game.
Yep. See if Orion's defense can suck it up here and keep their heads up high with the lead here. There we go. Nice play there.
Number 33, Joe Hardy, the ball carrier.
Looks like
play by number 40, Tanner Fox, and number 53, Andrew McVitie.
Tanner Fox and Andrew McVitie.
Right, they haven't had
good
much
tackle
success
there.
running against Roman Company over here. So I would have to think of this one here. If I was guessing, Brian, I would have to say our right side of the defense better be ready to roll.
Yep.
Roman Company have done a pretty good job on this left side of the defense.
The guy split out wide to the left there, number 2. Quarterback back to pass. A little screen pass out to the right. Fell down for a loss. He would have been better off dropping that play, I think.
32, Jeremy Jordan.
You have to kind of wonder sometimes why he would catch it, because it's a lost play in that, but on the same sense, what it amounts to is you're concentrating so much on catching the ball, you forget about the ball behind it. I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
We'll make it 3rd and 17.
Well, I think the pressure's going to go on now, the linebackers and the DBs here.
Yep.
I'd sure like to see us get a good rush, get a sack here.
Yeah.
As I said, I watched the film with Coach Parker earlier in the week, and the quarterback predominantly rolls out to the right, so I wonder if they're going to put maybe a stunt on this side.
Oh, under some pressure. Oh, David Paget had him and he lost him.
The pass falls incomplete, but we have a penalty on the play.
Why? What turned in to look like an awful good play just about turned into a disaster for the Chargers in that one.
Looked like number 62, David Paget had the sack there, had him look like wrapped up, and then somehow quarterback slipped away and ended up getting the pass off almost for a touchdown, it looked like.
We have holding against the Chargers.
Looks like we got some offsetting penalties coming up.
Field against Lena-Winslow.
Defensive holding on Orion, and then an ineligible player downfield for Lena-Winslow.
Still 3rd and 17.
So we're going to do the down all over again, Bob.
Yep, offsetting penalties. Here we go.
Looked like Paget came free on that left side there last time. Nobody touched him and had a free shot at the quarterback. But
well, the whole object is get the ball off where they get there.
Yep. Quick pitch to the left.
Well, I think the Lena-Winslow was kind of second-guessing himself. Looking at we were back in pass coverage and that, he thought maybe he could get that power sweep outside. It's a good job by the Chargers of shutting it down.
Yep.
A pickup of 4 will make it 4th and 13.
4th and 13 coming up. Huge play right here after the short gain of 4 yards in that last play.
With just over 6.5 left in the game, this could be the ball game. Obviously, here we go.
Intercepted! Intercepted by Joey Garrity.
Joey Garrity gets his second interception.
The pass intercepted by number 32, Joey Garrity.
I'm not sure you knew where he wanted to go on that one.
Yeah.
But that's 2 interceptions with Joey today. That's an excellent job.
That was good play by Joey Garrity there. I was hoping he wasn't going to pull a Jim Marshall and run the wrong way.
21-yard line.
Well, here we go. 6:24 left in the ball game. If we can get a couple first downs and move that ball downfield, this could be the ball game.
Yep.
This is no time to take a break.
Yep. Just hold on to the ball. 2 hands on it. Go, Lance. Stay in bounds,
number
too.
22.
Main thing is to keep that clock running.
Carrier. Tackle on the play by number 1, Brian Kopinski, and number 2, Alex Venters.
Looked like he gained about 5 yards in the play. Main thing is he stayed in bounds also.
A pickup of 5 on the play will make it second.
Keep that
and
clock
5.
running.
Here again, looking, they brought a bigger lineman in here to kind of seal up the middle and hold that off tackle. One of those 300-pounders. Here's where the coach
Number
comes in and
20,
starts
Josh
counting,
Gallagher,
watching the
ball
clock
carrier.
and using every
Tackle
bit
on
of
the
the time
play by
before you call
number
that play and get up to the
56,
line.
Matt Todd.
Use every second
Tackle
you
for no
can.
gain
Yeah.
will make it 3rd and 5.
Josh Gallagher on the carry. Didn't gain anything there, so it's still 5 yards to go for a first down. Big play coming up here, 3rd and 5.
Well, Brian, with the 1-point lead and 5:17 left in the ball game, you put the ball up in the air, you run it.
If they're going to run it, I'd split 2 guys out. Looks like they only got 1 out. Ooh, nice little pass there to Rome.
Good call.
The pass complete.
I think I'd throw a pass to Rome.
Yeah. Good call, Brian.
Easy to say now, right?
15-yard pickup out to the Charger 40-yard line, where it will be 1st and 10 for the Chargers.
That's what they got to do to be successful. They got to get Rome involved in the offense, not just use him just as a blocking back, but get him out catching passes and running maybe 6-8 times a ball game also.
Well, here again, Brian, that all started with because of good play action and good fakes by the backfield, and then a good job of blocking up front to give him time because there was no drop back there.
Yeah. Got to watch for Lena-Winslow trying to strip the ball here too, trying to force fumbles.
Here again,
Number 20, Josh
I like the
Gallagher,
Chargers'
ball carrier.
enthusiasm of getting up off that pile, but I would be dragging my feet a little bit,
He
getting
picked up
up,
a 4
using
on
every
the play,
second
will
I
make it
can. A
2nd
little bit
and
slower,
6.
eat that clock a little bit.
Yeah.
But they're jumping up with enthusiasm. I would eat that clock a little bit more.
Yeah. Kind of do the old Jim Brown trick, kind of take your time getting up. Josh Gallagher on the carry, nice hard run. Close to a first down.
Josh Gallagher, the ball carrier. Tackle on the play by number 2, Alex Venters.
Oh, looks like it's
of 5 on the play will make it 3rd and 1.
third and about a half yard coming up. A very big play coming up here for Orion. Might be a good play. Maybe split them wide and then do a quarterback sneak. Pick up a yard or 2 and keep that clock running. Spread the defense a bit.
Number 22, Lance
Boy, they
Kennedy,
kinda
the
smelled
ball
that play
carrier.
out.
Tackle on the play
Yeah.
by number 56, Matt Todd.
Looks like
A
Lance-
loss of 1 on the play.
Lance lost a half a yard there. It's 4th down and a yard here now. Bringing in the punting unit.
How about we talked about this earlier? Here would not be a bad time to just tell the guys to sit still and let's do a sharp call and see if we can get them jump off sides a little.
Yep. Good call. Last punt they had here was blocked, so see if they can do a little bit better job of blocking the pass or punt rush here. High kick. A little bit of pressure. Fairly good kick. Good bounce. .32, Joey Garrity on the tackle. Just
Good job.
Just got enough to
22,
make number 22 get his knee down on the ground.
Tackle on the play by number 32, Joey Garrity.
Well, here's the ball game, Brian.
Tackle on the
2:37
17-yard
left in the
line,
ball
will be
game.
1st and 10.
Ball on the 18-yard line, 17-yard line.
Yeah,
Got 83 yards to go.
yeah. Big series coming up here for both teams.
Well, like I told you earlier in the game, I watched some of these game films of this young man, and I see him throw that ball 60 yards in the air with no problem. So I don't think the distance should be a factor here.
Yeah. We've been getting more of a pass rush on him here lately, too. Quick pitch to the left. Looked like number 2 got a little holding on Rome there. Never got called, but let him get around the defensive end there.
Casey Ravensback came up a charge and cleaned from across the field, Matt. So it's good pursuit for them. I thought that might be a little bigger play. They had an excellent job, like we had talked about earlier here again. A good job of sealing everybody inside and making a lane for him to run on that quick pitch.
Yeah.
A one-back set.
Oh, big play.
That's a nice play.
Nice play there by number 72, Michael Putnam.
By number 72, Michael Putnam. Tackle for no gain.
Michael's down on the play. Looks like he might have a cramp.
We have a timeout on the field.
I know you can't help when you have a cramp, but you don't really like to see the clock stopped with under 2 minutes here. You got a minute 53 here.
Brian, I think they called timeout.
Okay. It's not a injury timeout?
No, I think
Okay.
Lena-Winslow did.
Okay.
They signaled it now with the injury.
He's going to have to come out for a play now, ain't he?
Not if there's a timeout.
Okay. He's one of their big guys in the defensive line. They're going to need him in there to stop that run.
Okay, that leaves Lena-Winslow with 2 timeouts, and where are we at here? They've got about 76 yards to go with a minute 58. I know I'm sure Coach Hutton right now is talking about watch for this trickery we had talked about earlier in the game right before the half.
Yeah. Big play right here.
Well, Brian, it's been a hard-fought ball game for both sides, and I thought that it's been a very good game.
Yep. Excellent high school football game. Much more exciting 15-14 ball game than a 60-0 ball game.
I'll be honest with you. I have been impressed with Lena-Winslow's team.
Yeah. Pass.
No.
All right. Ooh, no.
The pass is incomplete, but there is a late flag on the play.
Got a late flag in there. Looks like that pass was uncatchable to me.
Could have caught it anyway.
See if they can overrule that, but it doesn't look like they're going to.
The call is pass interference against the Chargers.
You can hear all the fans starting to scream now. Everybody kind of knows
And with the penalty,
here comes the play bag out. I'll get them wild calls. Everybody knows with only a minute 50 left, they got to put the ball up.
Yeah.
Ball's on the 40-yard line.
Lena-Winslow comes hustling up the line of scrimmage. Back to pass the quarterback under some pressure. Ooh, pass is almost intercepted.
Pass intended for number 2, Alex Benson.
Casey Raisback almost had the interception. Looks like it bounced off his fingertips.
I'll tell you what, must have some slick stuff on, because I thought we've had that quarterback a couple times and he seemed to slither right out of it.
Yeah.
Good pressure though. That's what you want to have at this point in time.
Hey, you get good pressure like that, you just got to hope your defensive backs can do the job with sticking with the defender.
Well, Coach Sutton said he'd like to roll to the right, Mullis.
Under some pressure again, little pass, a little bit underthrown out in the flats to the left.
Jeremy Jordan falls incomplete, making it 3rd and 10.
Well, minute 38 left in the ball game, 3rd and 10.
Both defensive ends had pretty good pressure there. Aaron Rome and David Padgett both put real good pressure on the quarterback there. Made him hurry the throw, and so he underthrew it just a little bit.
I wonder what's going through Coach Hutton's mind at this point in time, being a defensive coordinator. Always had dilemma. Where do you send the linebackers, get more pressure, and take them from coverage, or you sit back and wait and possibly get hurt that way? Screen.
Oh, throw it up. Yes.
Intercepted by Kennedy.
This is intercepted by number 22,
Lance Kennedy with the big interception. That was a no-no for our quarterback right there.
Charger ball, 1st and 10 from their own 47-yard line.
He threw that up like a punt.
He tried to make something happen, but the problem was that that one about 50 yards in the air.
Yeah.
He had retreated so far. from the pressure of the Chargers. It all started with the front four putting pressure on them.
Yeah. Excellent defense by Orion there.
Good coverage and good pressure on that quarterback.
Orion needs to put two hands on the ball here and cover up the ball. Stay in bounce.
Number 22, Lance Kennedy, the ball carrier. Tackle on the play by number 29.
Lena-Winslow used the timeout here. I believe that's their second timeout, ain't it, Bob?
Yeah, I think they got one more left.
Taken by Lena-Winslow.
I'd be kind of concerned at this point in time running around there. I would kind of think that we'd want to cover up a little bit there.
Yeah.
Get a second back covering that first back with the ball.
Yeah.
Well, they have to feel pretty good about this right now. I would go into that covey, I call it, where they all kind of hover over the ball carrier and that.
Yep.
They can stop the clock one more time.
Yeah. Maybe somewhat of a trick play here too would be go from the wishbone, get all three running backs running to the left, do a quarterback keeper around to the right side. That's something you don't see Lester carrying the ball too much, and I think that would fake everybody in the whole Charger field out here if he did that.
Well, he does have good speed, so that's
Yes,
not
he
out of the
does.
question. Well, it's been a hard-fought game. You got to give both sides credit here for the excellent job. It's been an excellent football game.
Yeah.
Kind of looks like rain may be moving in here later on, so I think we're going to be quitting here about the right time.
Yeah.
Number 20, Josh Galliard, the ball carrier.
Josh Galliard with a nice hard run
Tackle
there.
on the play by number
Here
2,
again now,
Alex
Lena-Winslow's
Venters.
used their last time out, so this last time they can stop the clock.
right.
There's a minute 15 left.
A pickup of 7 will make it third.
We get
and
a first down here, and we can run the clock out. If we don't get a first down, we're gonna have to punt the ball with under a minute left, and still give Lena-Winslow a shot.
This is going to be a big play here. This is where you talk about you win or lose. Don't give the ball back to them. One good surge here and get that first down. They can't stop the clock again.
Yep.
And then we go into I would suggest we go into the kneel. Don't even step back. Have your backs cover the quarterback and put the knee down.
Yep.
Well, like I said, that front line of Billy Larkins and Michael Putnam and Paget, David Paget and Ben Humphreys has done an excellent job.
Yep. Yeah, you can tell they're fired up coming up to the line now. Oh, we got a little movement there. Thought I heard a whistle. Didn't look like half the team jumped on that one. I'm not sure what the call is here yet. I think they're looking at the crow's nest up here trying to start the clock, maybe?
They started the clock and they shouldn't have because there was no play. So it should be put back to 1:15 and it's at 1:13.
1:15, dead ball, no penalty then, right?
Right now there's a delay the officials are looking at.
Okay.
There we go. We're
They
set.
moved it back up to 1:15.
1:15. This is a big play right now. 3rd and 3. We get this first down and they can't stop the clock.
Josh.
Number 20.
Here,
Josh
like I
Galliard,
said, I would
ball
be getting up
carrier.
real slow and
Yeah.
kind of taking my time.
Yeah.
And
You think maybe take a 5-yard delay a game here? Run the clock out as much as you can?
A pickup of 1 will make it 4th and 2.
well, here's the dilemma here. They blocked the kick before. I would go for this one myself. I wouldn't give them a chance to come for the block.
Whole timeout before the timeout.
They're going to let the clock eat down and then call a timeout, I think.
Was about a second left.
Good idea by Coach Van Hoodie. Let it run down to, we got 33 seconds left in the ball game.
Now here again, Brian, what do? Do you punt it deep with only 33 seconds and give them a shot of another block, which they had earlier in the game, or do you go ahead and try to run?
I think if I was Jason Van Hoodie, I'd tell Casey if he gets another high snap, watch for the nice hard pass or the rush coming towards them, and if he can't get the kick off, just eat it.
We have a timeout.
Take a knee right there instead of trying to get the punt block and have them return it for a touchdown.
I was going to say, Brian, I was looking over there. They moved the 4th down sticks back 5 yards. And I was kind of wondering what they called. Now they moved it back again up there. So it's 4th and a long 2. Now here again, like I said, the dilemma is, do you go for the kick or do you go for the 1st down and try to eat the clock and knowing that they can't stop it?
What play takes the longest?
Well, they're on their own 45-yard line, so or the Lena-Winslow's 45-yard line, so they'd have to go quite a ways in 30-some seconds.
Yeah. I think I'd try to kick it out of bounds if I was Casey.
Hey.
I wouldn't touch this something.
Casey Razorback back to punt here. Last couple snaps have been pretty high. See if we can get a good snap here. This is a little high, but he got the kickoff. Nice kick, angling towards the right, out of bounds. Got an Orion bounce, rolls out of bounds at the
Casey Razorback's
12-yard line, roughly.
rolls out of bounds at the Lena-Winslow 11-yard line.
Well, that's why Jason gets paid those big bucks for being a coach there, Brian.
That's right.
Make that call. Every time that ball has been snapped there, you kind of hold your breath over going over him. But like you said, Casey or those are all 6'3", so.
Yeah.
And he needs almost every inch of that.
Yeah.
Make sure nobody gets by it.
Well, here we go. 26.9 seconds left in the game. Lena-Winslow has no timeout, so I would play prevent defense.
Yeah. Better get a couple guys out here to the left here, guarding these guys. Throws it up towards Gainey. Oh, should be some offensive pass interference, but no call.
Complete, making it 2nd and 10.
I'm not sure there was contact over there initiated by the offense, but there was no call made.
Yeah. Stops the clock with 21.7 seconds left, 2nd and 10. I'm feeling a little bit of sprinkles out now, Bob. I think the rains are coming. Little screen pass out to the flat. Not much of a gain, knocked out of bounds by Matt Gainey.
Well, I'm sure their Chargers will be happy with that type of offensive play at this point in time. With 16 seconds left and a gain of about 7 yards, we'll take that.
Yeah.
A pickup of 5 on the play will make it 3rd and 5.
Well, with the ball on about the 17-yard line, they've got a long way to go with 16 seconds and no timeouts.
Yeah. Let's see if the defensive ends can get some pass rush here. Throwing it deep, going back. Intercepted
by Matt Gainey. Excellent job.
I believe that's Matt Gainey's 8th interception of the year.
Number 11, Matt Gainey.
And with 9.8 seconds left, that should be the ball game.
From their 45-yard line.
Yo.
Right. 1st and 10 with 9.8 seconds left. Andrew Lester takes a knee.
That should be the ball game with no timeouts.
And that is the end of the ball game with the score
Orion 15, Lena-Winslow 14.
Well, congratulations to the Chargers, and I'll tell you what, Lena-Winslow came in at 5-4 and gave them a heck of a ball game.
Yeah. And like we said earlier, I think Lena-Winslow is probably one of the best 5-4 ball clubs in the state. Got a very good team, played in a tough conference.
Well, this is Bob Minton and Brian Andre, and I hope you've seen a good ball game here, and we appreciate this. And we'll see you later.
Another victory.